conversion copywriter, sales copywriter, SEO copywriter, direct response copywriter, email copywriter, technical copywriter, website copywriter. Oh, what is the difference? And I mean, is there even really a difference when we're talking about different types of copywriters? Should you be learning one type of copywriting over another? Does one type of copywriter make more money than another? Do they cost you more money as a business owner? You've got questions, I've got answers. Keep watching. Hey Posse, what's up? It's Alex. In this video, I'm going to break down 7 different types of copywriters that you might commonly read about online. Conversion copywriter, sales copywriter, SEO copywriter, direct response copywriter, email copywriter, technical copywriter, and website copywriter. I've said copywriter so many times so far in this video. And if you are a new copywriter or someone who is interested in hiring a copywriter, chances are that you fired up the good old Google a few times and you might have typed something in like, what is copywriting? How does copywriting work? How to become a copywriter? How to make money as a copywriter? Or what type of copywriter do I need in my own business? But you end up more confused than when you started because every article and every person you follow online praises some different form of copywriting and you're like, I'm so confused. Well, I am here to set the record straight. Now, let me just start off by calming your nerves just a little bit, because really all of these types of copywriting are basically different flavors of the same thing, right? You got vanilla ice cream and then you got all the other different flavors. Although some do have a more specific focus like SEO or website or technical copywriters, right? Or email copywriters, that's an obvious one. But in some cases, there really is no specialty, just an extra word slapped in front of copywriter to make it sound more specific or to imply a benefit. For example, a conversion copywriter, a sales copywriter, and a direct response copywriter are all pretty much the same thing as a regular, no fancy word in front of it, copywriter. And I'll tell you why people do that and if you should be doing that too in just a minute. But first, let's go back to the basics. What is copywriting? Of course, we need to have a solid understanding of that first and foremost, because everything else really stems out from here. And luckily for you, that's kind of exactly what I talk about right here on my channel. So make sure to subscribe below for more videos on timeless and proven copywriting, marketing, and branding strategies straight from behind the scenes of my own business. And as always, don't forget to hit that bell to be notified when my next video goes live. All right, now what is copywriting? Well, copywriting is clear and persuasive writing used nowadays mostly online to inspire some sort of action or generate some sort of result, aka clicks, views, opt-ins, or sales. In a nutshell, great copywriting convinces people to take action, whether that's getting someone to click a link to read more, call a number, leave a comment, sign up with an email address, or buy something. It relies on words. Even you watching this video today relied on words. You see copy everywhere all the time. It's on sales pages, websites, emails, promotional videos, mail flyers, catalogs, the ads you see online, billboards, even the packaging of your favorite products at the grocery store. This is all copywriting. And it all has the same goal, to attract eyeballs and then inspire some form of action, right? Now, remember, I did say that there are some specialties of copywriting. So what exactly is a copywriting specialty, and do you need one? Because listen, copywriting itself is pretty broad. Remember all those things that I said a copywriter can write, right? Sales pages, websites, emails, promo videos, basically everything you get in the mail that isn't a letter or something you signed up for, billboards, product descriptions, commercials, infomercials, truly every single YouTube video you watch, every single social caption you read, it is all copywriting. A copywriting specialty is usually a specific niche, business model, or a form of copywriting that a copywriter might decide to specialize in. Now, this could be something like email copywriting. An email copywriter is a copywriter who specializes in, you guessed it, emails. So they still have the role and title of a copywriter, and their goal is to increase sales and conversions, but they spend all of their time helping clients do this through email specifically. I was an email copywriter for years. I love writing emails. And when you're only focused on writing emails, you can really dedicate that time to perfecting them and getting really, really good at it, right? Because the more time you have to sit down and study things like email deliverability, subject lines, maybe doing some split testing and segmentation, that all makes you a really, really great email copywriter. Now, they can write multiple versions of the same email for their clients to test and see which ones perform better. And really, it's this never-ending skill set that every business needs. All right, next up, you have a website copywriter who focuses on creating great copy for websites. Now, a website copywriter usually knows how to set up a great flow and user experience, so it's really all about UX in addition to writing. They know how to immediately capture the attention of a website visitor, how to clearly communicate what the website or the person behind the website is all about, and most importantly, how to weave in strong and compelling calls to action throughout each of the different pages of the website to keep visitors on the site and, of course, inspire them to take action. Okay, next up, you have SEO copywriting. So an SEO copywriter focuses on incorporating very specific keywords and phrases into their website copy. Maybe it's blog posts or articles or website copy to help them rank better on search engines. They know all the very technical and ever-changing rules of SEO and how to do it right without doing ththings like keyword stuffing or any other no-nos that will get you in trouble with Google. So like I said, this can include things like website copy, but also blogs, landing pages, sales pages, anything you want to be searchable and indexed on Google. Now, I will tell you a secret. I am not an SEO copywriter and I have never cared to learn it. It's not why my clients hired me, so you absolutely do not have to do this. I actually have an entire video where I go way deeper into the difference between SEO and conversion copywriting, and you can watch that after this video. I will link to it at the end. All right, direct response copywriting. This is something you might have heard a lot. And as I said, it is the same thing as a conversion copywriter or a sales copywriter. Essentially, a direct response copywriter specializes in writing sales assets and funnels that inspire people to take immediate action, to take a direct response. Whereas most leads and customers may take days, weeks, or even months to convert, a well-trained direct response copywriter really focuses on that immediate action, a sale or a conversion, right? So direct response copywriters often specialize in writing things like ads, emails, and pages for direct traffic funnels, or funnels that get traffic from maybe ads or some sort of paid media. All right, now technical copywriters, they specialize in explaining complex benefits and solutions in a way that's easy for the average person to understand. So they might work in industries like medical, IT, manufacturing, tech, software, law, right? And they might write things like brochures, case studies, white pages, blogs, FAQs, that sort of thing. Now, of course, the big question a lot of people ask is, should I specialize? So those are some of the common types of copywriting that you may see online. And listen, I did not even get to all the other ways that a copywriter can actually specialize. Like, for example, you can be a copywriter that specializes in a certain niche. I'm talking health, travel, finance, fitness, fashion, vegan, music, business, pets, education, technology, sports, crypto. I mean, truly, the list goes on and on. Or you can also specialize in the type of business you serve. So maybe you serve coaches or e-commerce brands or B2B businesses, nonprofits, software as a service. Maybe you help service providers or local businesses or agencies, right? So the big question is, does it really matter? Should you specialize in something? Well, like many things, here's where it's a bit more of a nuanced conversation. The answer is both yes and no, and here's why. When you are first starting out, it is so important, I talk about this all the time, to get a very solid foundation set up first. You need to learn how to be a good copywriter in general before you can try to specialize in just one specific thing. And this is a really huge mistake that I see so many new copywriters making. They try to start too narrow. And while it's good to be clear on the direction you want to head in, and you can absolutely tell people that you have an area of focus, my advice is to not let that stop you from building your experience. No matter what, take on as many opportunities as possible to get your feet wet and then decide which direction you ultimately want to head in. I had no idea that I would ultimately, specialize in personal development copywriting or copywriting for coaches, speakers, and authors. But through my experience and figuring out what I liked and didn't like, I really found my niche, I found my groove, I specialized over time, and was able to raise my rates over time as a result of that expertise. So in order to become a successful copywriter, you need to understand how the entire sales funnel works before you zoom in on just one area. Without this strong foundation, foundation, you will have a very difficult time getting really good at anything. And that is why my 8-week copywriting course focuses on teaching you the foundations of great copywriting and marketing first. You will learn how the entire sales funnel works from start to finish. I'm talking researching your customer avatars and building out their profiles, how to write ads, landing pages, sales pages, emails, understanding psychological triggers, how to write a powerful hook, and so much more. I mean, literally, this is everything you need to get started. And it is the best first step for anyone who is interested in becoming a copywriter. And then from there, you can really start thinking about a specialty if you want one. And listen, like I said, there are a lot more than the ones we talked about in this video. And once you learn the basics and get your feet wet and try out a whole bunch of different stuff, you'll probably find that you naturally gravitate towards something just like I did, and you're not really overthinking it at all. It's just something that you enjoy writing about, so you attract more clients in that area, and then the next thing you know, you're really good at specializing in one type of copywriting, and that's your jam, and it's all good. But let me be clear about this. You do not need a specialty in order to get started, so don't you dare use that as an excuse to not go out there right now, start learning and getting your foot in the door. Then, of course, you can always get all fancy with your title and exactly what your specialty is later. So go do it, start learning. You can learn more about my 8-week course that teaches you all the foundations of copywriting in the description box below. I hope you found this video helpful. It was a quickie, but I really wanted to take the time to define some of those titles because you guys have been asking me. All right, I will see you next week with a brand new video. Until then, I'm Alex. Ciao for now. All right, guys, if you enjoyed that video, make sure to check out the next one from me right here. And you can click right here to get a free gift. What comes first, search engine optimization or the art of persuasion? If you're an aspiring copywriter, you might be wondering about the difference between conversion copywriting and SEO copywriting, and what services you should be offering your clients to make the biggest impact and income. If that's you, keep watching because I'm about to debunk some common copywriting misconceptions and share the best kept SEO copywriting secret ever.